get a look at business now. Joining us live is Tom Piotrowski over at CommSec. Tom, there's so many moving parts when you got inflation here in Australia. It's all of a sudden catching up to the US and the UK. How do we start the new day and the markets open up today?
Yeah, Pete, it's a good point that you make. It's a little surprising almost the way that our own market has held up in the face of those hotter inflation numbers, particularly the core level. But nonetheless, the market today is anticipated to kick off with a gain of around 0.4%, notwithstanding a rather mixed finish as far as US markets are concerned. We saw particularly downbeat earnings from Alphabet, the parent of Google, and Microsoft. Those stocks were down in the order of 7 to 8% at the close. There were also weaker than expected new home sales, and we have seen a surprise reaction or a surprise decision rather, from the Bank of Canada overnight. They've been one of the more steadfast central banks around the world in terms of proposing a higher rate increases, and they only raised rates by 0.5% last night compared to a 0.75% expectation. So we've actually seen long-term interest rates tend to fall overnight. So that's something that just helped stocks to a modest extent. But at the end of the US session, the S&P 500 was down 0.75%, and the Nasdaq was down by 2%, reflecting those weak tech earnings. So today is a big day, mainly for the fact that we've got the ANZ reporting its earnings. So banks have actually delivered encouraging numbers lately in the Australian experience. So it'll be a question of whether or not that continues today.
Okay, Tom Piotrowski. Thank you.